understand now. Mensan, I don't apologize to now.
You apologize, but that's not fucking them. Why
you trying to say was
don't piss me off.
If I piss off, what
Don't piss me off, Rooboy. Don't piss me off. Don't fucking piss me off. What's your own? Don't piss me off.
So yes, you might be wondering, how did we get here? How did we get to the point where two housemates are having a misunderstanding and then Indomie and plate is being thrown at the other housemates and the other housemates with reflex is hitting one? Guys, if we want to actually understand what happened between Rooboy and Zita, we have to start from the very beginning. And the very beginning is the spin-off tax. Yes, I mean spin-off came to the house with their tax and they were divided into 3 teams. Yes, we had team original, we had team double black, and then we had the last team, which is team pineapple. Now, Rooboy is or was in team double black himself, Kola, Mide, Isabella, and Faith. And then we had team Zita, which was team pineapple, which had kaybobo, Zita, mensan, and Sultana. And then we had team original, which had imisi, dede, koyin, not kola, koyin, and jasonjae. Now, that tax was into 4 phases. The first one was basically the puzzle, yes, where team original had gotten 20 points, double black 15 points, pineapple 10 points, right? And then we got to the next tax, which involved the housemates sorting out their different variants of the spin-off ice, and this was where the issue was. They were sorting it out, and I mean, whoever was there sorting was blindfolded, while the housemates in their team had to lead them to help them to sort it out. Now, while double black were going, you guys know that Imisi is fond of doing something, which is when it comes to Kola doing a particular thing, Imisi cheers him up, or Imisi looks for a way. She's all out for Kola, basically. And Kola does the same for her most of the time. Yes. And he annoys most of the housemates from time to time, depending on the teams they are on. Tonight was no different. So while Kola went for his team, I mean, Imisi was, because at some point she felt like the whole thing on Kola was it was kind of confusing him. So she was telling them, calm down. And she telling them, calm down, caused a rift. Yes, because someone like Mide and Isabella felt like during their own turn, when Jasonjae went, nobody said anything. So why is she distracting them? Yes, they felt it was a distraction. And they felt it was because of Imisi telling them to calm down and all that. That was why Rooboy had mistakenly told, what's it called? Kola to put in 2 wrong cans. Yes, and for them that was the reason why they had lost that particular tax and they had come in last. Now, see, a lot was said. Yes, I mean, Isabella was so upset. She's still upset with Imisi. Yes, and giving Imisi attitude. I mean, Mide on the other hand was so upset, talking about how Imisi carries her brain in her bag. Yes, basically, Imisi's brain is not in her head again. A lot was said. Now, moving from that, because supposedly it was because of Imisi that they failed. Now, when it was time for pineapple, this same thing that double black complained of, I mean, we got to see Rooboy doing exactly the same, if not, in fact, not the same. He was doing worse, yes, because he was now talking and was now doing all this. Yes, he was answering. And that led to kaybobo also putting in about 2-3 wrong cans in their own bin. So it was like they were purposely, that's double black now, courtesy of Rooboy, purposely sabotaged team pineapple, that's Zita's team. But at the end of the day, for that second tax, I mean, we got to see that original again won that tax of 20 points, pineapple 15 points, double black 10 points. Even though they sabotaged another team's this thing, they still came in last, because while original had collected 41 cans and pineapple had collected 37 cans, they had collected 36. Yes, and kaybobo was upset with Rooboy about the whole thing. He was very angry and talking about how he did not want to hear anything. Now, the third game was about controlling of a toy car in a racetrack. And I mean, at the end of the day, original again had won with 20 points, double black 15 points, pineapple 10 points, and then the last game, which was for them to make a cocktail and for them to shop for their ingredients. And Big Brother had told them that the scoring was going to be based on how many ingredients they got and the taste of their cocktail at the end of the day. And for that particular one, we had seen that what's it called? Pineapple. Yes, Zita's team got 20 points. Original got 15 points. And Double Black got 10 points. And at the end of the day, Team Original, which consists of Imisi, Dede, Koyin, and Jasonjae, had won with 75 points. Now, they had gone back into the house. And I mean, people were angry. Like Isabella, she was angry. And then that whole conversation came up again. And that was where Zita was talking. Rooboy was sitting there. And for Zita was talking about how Imisi did not even do anything to them Rooboy's team. That's Team Double Black. Because last, Imisi, what did she say? Calm down. And that was it. Whereas they are upset about that, but they purposely sabotaged her own team. Yes, so she was going all out. And for Rooboy was like, he apologized. And Zita was like, when did you apologize? Was I not there? You get this kind, you did not apologize. And Rooboy had called witnesses. Yes, I mean, he was calling mensan, he was calling witnesses. This kind, did I not apologize? And those ones, I did not hear their answer, but I assume they said yes. And before we knew what was happening, Rooboy had told her she was stupid. She had replied that he was stupid and that he should not piss her off. And in response, Rooboy was like, if I piss you off, what will you do? You get? And she repeated, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Before we knew what was happening, the Indomie that this girl was eating, yes, she had poured it on Rooboy's face. Yes, his eye, basically. And Rooboy had, for me, I feel that was reflex. That's for me. I feel that was reflex. And if I'm to speak, I would say Rooboy had self-control. Yes, because, I mean, if he did not have self-control, as he had given her that one, so where it be like, say, she dodge her, he first still follow her up. Yes, because, I mean, two of us are talking and then you go violent at me. That you are who? And for me, whether she was a girl or a guy, it does not justify her violence. Yes, I mean, two people can have altercations, two people can go at each other and have their little disagreements and whatnot without going physical. I mean, we had seen the fight she had with Mide the other day, where she had used the pot to hit the knife from Mide's hand. And I mean, Mide was standing where she was standing. She was the one that came to where Mide was. Yes, and Mide was chopping carrots and the rest at that point in time when she had come and she had hit the pot. And in her defense, she had stated that Mide was pointing knife at her and she did not want someone to unalive her or anything like that. And that was why she had done what she had done. Now, I'm wondering what her excuse for this Rooboy's own would be, because you pouring Indomie pepper into somebody's eyes, like, that could have gone south. He could have lost his temper and given you the beating of your life. You could have damaged his eyes. Like, for me, this, or should I say, other people did not even do this once before they got disqualified. Yes, let's look at Beauty. Beauty stoned someone with what did they call them, with hair, and got two strikes because she already had one before. So definitely it was just two to complete it. Tacha just pulled someone's hair and got a disqualification because by the time Tacha had done that, all Tacha strikes had already gone. Yes, they were all clean. She was on a clean slate, and doing that got her disqualified. So I'm wondering what Biggie is going to do. And I've noticed that this particular season, Biggie has overlooked a lot of things. Yes, he has overlooked a lot. Like, even some things that I'm like, ordinarily, he would not do, like, he would not overlook. We are saying that this season he's overlooking them. And I'm wondering if he would still overlook this. And yes, for me, that reflex action of Rooboy also needs to be cautioned. Because either ways, his reaction was a no-no. But then again, that reaction was prompted by an action. And for me, no violence. This is a no violence zone, and Zita was violent. For me, in as much as that action, yes, it requires a disqualification or at least a double strike. Bright Morgan only pushed someone and got double strike. This one pour pepper for person eye. Well, and then Rooboy, either a strike or a warning. Yes, but I mean, Zita's own has to be loud because this is the second time, and no. I just realized I did not even introduce myself. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Gozi and this is Chat with Gozi. Please, if you're yet to subscribe, kindly click on the subscription button and click on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post any new video. Please do not forget that I do CSC jobs. So in case you have any business name, company, or NGO that you want me to register for you, or you have any post CSC applications that you want to run, I'm your girl. Yes, I'll do it for you with chickeny money. Yes. Now let's continue with everything happening in the house, because that was not the only fights that happened today. Neither was it the only misunderstanding or event that had taken place in the house. So let's talk about others. So the red telephone had gone off, and I mean, Imisi is scared of picking the telephone, and that had caused issues, kind of caused issues between herself and Kola. Yes, but I mean, we're going to go to that. But first things first, let's talk about this coins matter. I mean, he had picked up the red telephone and he was made an offer. Yes, the offer he was made was for 4.5 million out of the prize money. Yes, and the offer was simple. He was asked if he wanted to hear from his loved ones, and this deal is not only for him but for the full house. Yes, so if he and the housemates will hear from their loved ones, he can deal for 4.5 million out of the prize money. And Baba agreed. He deal, and I was like, 4.5 coin for sure we go soon end. Like, it's either the people that would leave this week will see their family once they leave on Sunday. Then those that would stay next week, they will see their family. So why will you spend 4.5 to get messages? It just did not make sense in my head. And this is where I respect Sweet Guluva. I mean, during Big Brother Nzamzi, Sweet Guluva got this offer to either get a message from his girlfriend, as at then, that was evicted from the show, or his family, and the sum was meant to come out from the prize money. Sweet Guluva declined. Yes, because for him, it did not make sense that the following week was the end of the show, and he was going to see these people. So why will he be spending the prize money on that? And I buy that sentiment, because why on earth are they spending prize money on that? Well, the housemates did not know what coin picked and all that. And I mean, Kola was just gingering Imisi, telling her that, I mean, she should endeavor to pick the call and all that, that she should not be scared of anything. And you guys know that Kola is always talking about how Imisi will win and all that. Now, in all this, Imisi felt like Kola should stop saying those things. Yes, that he is indirectly putting her in trouble and she does not want to be in trouble. He's not outside. So why does he keep talking about that? Because it is something that he does not know. Whereas Baba was just trying to convince her and all that nothing is going to happen with her and all that. And she had shouted. And we all know how Kola dislikes being shouted on. Yes, so Kola was pissed about that. I was offended. I was telling her that, I mean, you can air your grievances without necessarily shouting. I'm not brought up like that. I don't like being shouted upon. I've told you this countless times. And for her, yes, you've told me you don't like being shouted upon, but I've also told you that you should stop saying this countless times. And this is the what time again you are saying this today. Yes, and I mean, when she was upset, this was before the spin-off tax, she had stepped out, and Dede and Mide were talking to her and telling her that she and Kola, they will be fine, they will resolve their issues and all that. And she was like, I beg, not today. Yes, even if that's going to happen, not today. Moments later, or a few moments later, that's when that whole arena thing happened, and she was telling them to calm down so that he would do his thing. Now, before then, I forgot to add that before then, when they had tied Kola up, Imisi was talking about because he rolled the blindfold up, because the thing was covering his nose. So Imisi assumed that he was seen. You get? So she had voiced out about that, and they had said he wasn't seen and all that. Before later, she had told the team to calm down, that they had gotten upset. So that's that on that. Whereas for Kola, he had gone to Zita and was just airing out the whole thing of why Imisi will be shouting and all that. Now, moving from that, let's talk about Faith. I mean, Faith is on a mute zone right now. Yes, he is not speaking, and he said he's not going to speak. Now, what had happened? I mean, I think Mide, Koyin, Imisi, and some others were singing and drumming in the kitchen and all that. And Faith and Jason were having a discussion in the kitchen and all. And that was how Faith had told them to reduce their voice and all. And for them, they were like, why would he tell them to reduce their voice? They're not going to reduce their voice because, I mean, this is Biggie's house and not Faith's house. Yes. Before we knew what was going on, Koyin, Rooboy, and Mide were going back and forth with Faith about everything. And that was how Faith had told the housemates that, you know what? You see this whole, because they had also spoken about the wager, because Baba had said that he is the foundation of the house. Yes. And he had told them that without him, they were going to fail the wager. And those ones were like, fail the wager that you are who are you? Like, is the gods for us? Yes, they were not just understanding that, and they had called his bluff that he should go ahead and do whatever he wanted to do. He had said that yes, he's not going to speak to them and all that. He's not going to be talking. And see, the whole thing was a lot. Even people saying that if Sultana had agreed for him, I mean, by now maybe he would have been on that duvet with Sultana. I think it was Faith that had said that about Jason. The whole thing was messy, with Koyin even getting very annoyed and saying that with or without him, Koyin, kaybobo, Rooboy, and they were like, with or without him, the wager will continue. Now, Koyin had stated that he was not in Faith's team. However, he's going to give Faith's team ideas. Yes, because last, he is not the finisher of their fate in that house. He is not the beginning and end of everything. With or without him, even if he was not on the show, they would do wager. And for kaybobo is like, if at the end of the day, their team wins the wager, Faith is not going to take anything from the shopping and all that because he does not deserve it. Now, Faith went ahead to tear up all the ideas that he had come up with, or the team, the ideas that he had come up with and all that. Mensan had taken his own from it. And I mean, even Mensan was provoked, and that was how Baba had stated that he was not going to say anything. Until now, he is still mute. Yes, he is mute. Even when he was playing game, that's their snooker, he was still mute. Yes, and Mensan, when he was playing snooker with Jason, Mensan had gone to meet him to tell him that it's not that deep and all that. Now, earlier on, Mensan had told him that he was an evil person. And see, a lot was said in that particular argument. A lot was said. A lot. However, Mensan had gone to meet him and I told him that it wasn't that deep, that this whole mute thing, he should not be mute and all, that if it's for the wager, fine, but for him to completely go mute, that no, he shouldn't do that. Whereas when that fight was happening, someone like Mide was shouting that, you know what, let the house collectively come together and ignore Faith. Yes, that say he wants to be mute, let them ignore him so he would be completely mute. Now, for me, I'm like, I don't understand. If you want to ignore him, ignore him. Why are you calling for people to come together and ignore him? Sure? Where is that done? That you people come together against a particular housemate. If it's not that you see that you people don't have sense. Well, that was it. Oh, that was the fight, and Faith is still mute. Now, at this point, I am wondering, this muteness, is it not him punishing himself? Asking this because, I mean, it's one thing for you to say you will not contribute to the wager. It's another thing for you to say you are going to keep mute and not talk to any of the housemates or talk at all in the house. Well, let's see how long he would be able to hold that onto. Hold on to that. Let's just see how long he would be mute for. Well, moving from that, let's go outside the house and let's talk about the fights happening between Bright and his girlfriend, or his ex-girlfriend, the American babe. Yes. So, I mean, she is still dragging the hell out of him. And as I told you in my last video, she wants every penny that she has spent on Bright before he got on the show. Yeah, she wants every dime back. And she had made this post. She said, this isn't just about what and how Bright Morgan disrespected Ruth on national TV with zero remorse or sympathy, coming from a dude with younger sisters and a mother, a self-centered, unrepentant skunk. He has the audacity to boldly call Ruth obsessed. So I think at this point in time, she is not the one handling her page. However, I feel like she has given a go-ahead to everything happening. Now, let me continue reading. Are you joking? Because yes, Bright had actually said that at this point, she is obsessed with him. So this is retaliation from that. Let me continue reading. Has he seen Ruth in person? Cause her stunning beauty and class would blind him in a second. A down low guy for that matter. Anyway, this post is also about women in general and the girl child. Women need to realize that they deserve to be respected. They deserve to be treated with dignity. It's appalling that some women support his behavior or this behavior, mostly in Africa, because to be honest, in the United States, this would be a whole different story. Stand up for what's right and stop being biased. Yes. Now, she did not end there. You guys know that she has posted their sex tape. Yes, I mean, the tape that Bright and Mide, when they were having sex in the house, she had posted it and some write-up. She also went ahead to post the whole fingering thing. Yes, and she had written over that post and had said, mishandling a female's most private area. This way is sad to see on national TV. Imagine what he would do in private. Scary to imagine. Zero respect. At this point, I feel for Mide because, I mean, Mide does not even know what is happening outside the house. And remember a few days ago, she was telling Dede that it's just kiss, she and Bright kiss. She does not know that somebody is out there using what she and Bright have done to drag the living daylight out of Bright, which has indirectly dragged her. Now, she continued by saying, anyways, hope you all Hope you all have fun watching. Post will be archived now. We will revisit this very soon. Anyone wanna pee? Just checking. Now, in case you don't get the joke that is making her laugh, I mean, after that whole hand movement under the sheets with the whole fingering, I mean, we had heard Mide saying she wants to go pee. Yes, so that was why the girl had said that at the end. Anyone wanna pee? I'm like, at this point, it's both Mide and Bright that is being dragged and shaded. Just that Mide's own is subtle. She is mainly attacking Bright. It's going to be a long and messy fight. And yes, guys, from the whole gist, because people have been entering her DMs and she has been posting things, yes, she has gotten a lawyer, and yes, they are on the matter for her to get full payment of all she had spent on him. Moving on from that, Joanna has posted, yes, you know, people have been saying, go and watch them from home. You understand? Especially Isabella and Imisi. Now, Joanna responded. She had posted saying, watching them from home now, can I breathe? She's asking you people, can I breathe? You people should allow me breathe. Now, apart from that, she has also owned this whole Dracula name. Yes, I mean, she did a shirt of Dracula the Unchanged and she wore it proudly for her media rounds, and baby girl is rocking it. So yeah, so on your screen is the feet with her tiara. Wahala. Well, that's all I have for you guys on this particular video. The housemates are doing their pool party, so I'll bring you guys with more gist later. This is all I have for you guys for now. Please, if you are yet to subscribe, kindly click on the subscription button and click on notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post any new video. Please like this video, share this video, and comment. I love you all so much. Bye, guys.